love peace and promote peace. Indeed, the address by President Muhammadu Buhari at the 72nd United Nations General Assembly did not deviate from that commitment. The concern of Nigeria on the ongoing genocide in Myanmar, fundamentally as brought out by President Muhammadu Buhari, is a true reflection of Nigeria's commitment to human rights protection and justice that will guarantee global peace.
The international community cannot remain silent and not condemn the horrendous suffering caused by what, from all indications, is a state-backed program of brutal depopulation of the Rohingya inhabited areas in Myanmar on the basis of ethnicity and religion.
A flashback on that Nigeria's first outing at the UN General Assembly clearly set the pace in the country's unalloyed commitment in the protection of the rights of all citizens of the world.
When we hear the world crying out for peace, we may receive the inspiration to deal with these intractable problems and be able really to devote all our resources to the advancement of mankind by applying those eternal truths which will inevitably persist long after we ourselves are utterly forgotten.
Nigeria's belief in true democracy was also truly reflected in President Buhari's address. In fact, how the country played an important role in saving democracy in sister countries over the years is a testimony to that.
Our faith in democracy remains firm and unshaken. Our regional organization, ECOWAS, came together to uphold democratic principles in the Gambia as we had done previously in Côte d'Ivoire.
On the growing global tension over North Korea's nuclear buildup, Nigeria's stand is not only emphatic on the need for the global community to be concerned about it, but also emphatically propose a working solution to it.
Nigeria proposes a strong United Nations delegation to urgently engage the North Korean leader. The delegation, led by the Security Council, should include members from all the regions. The crisis in the Korean Peninsula underscores the urgency for all member states.
President Buhari's address at the 72nd UN General Assembly really captured matters of the moment, quite at the heart of the global community, which observers say is a true reflection of Nigeria's increasing commitment to the peace in the global union. In Abuja, Abdullahi Garba Kudu, NTA News.
The ongoing United Nations General Assembly has been described as an opportunity for Nigeria to engage and seek support of world leaders, as well as assert its position on global issues. Diplomats and international affairs analysts noted this and the need to expand the UN Security Council on NTA's Good Morning Nigeria while discussing expected outcomes of the 72nd session of the UN General Assembly. Aisha Ubali reports.
The 2017 United Nations General Assembly is providing opportunity for advancing Nigeria's actions towards the implementation of sustainable development goals. The guests believe if the Nigerian delegation pursues as part of its agenda support for repatriation of looted funds to countries of origin, issues of migration and IDPs, terrorism, as well as comprehensive reform of the UN, particularly the Security Council, to reflect equitable and fair representation among others, the better for the nation.
For instance, or the issue of climate change, or migration, or for that matter, trafficking in people. So these are issues that are on the table in this 72nd session of the, of the General Assembly. And engagement and advocating of those challenges will lead to some actualization of Mr. President's key agendas when he came to office.
There's what they call the Ezewini consensus. about
the winning consensus.
Yes, about how many countries should be represented in the reformed UN Security Council. And I think there are 2 or 3 different options, but I think the most popular one is that Africa should have 2 representation on the seat of the Security Council.
Is the opportunity to take a second look at our strategy and begin to fine-tune a new strategy that will enable us present a complete new narrative of Nigeria to the international community.
On the issue of repatriation of funds, the guests say it will require a lot of diplomacy and continuous engagement.
Can we plug the loopholes? Can we reduce the waste in the system that have allowed so much money to flow out of the country? And there are so many ways I believe that this can be done if we really task ourselves to begin to say, okay, we can't get some of this money back as urgently as we want them, but can we ensure that we put it stop?
The problem here is the legal intricacies and obstacles that you have to surmount in order to get other countries to recognize your claim on funds that have left your shores.
While the meeting reminds leaders of their primary responsibility to the people the world over, they say Nigeria should also be able to articulate her messages to attract support. In Abuja, Aisha Uba Ali, NTA News.
Abia State Governor Chikezie Ikpeazu says there are enough reasons to see that under the current circumstance the nation is in, there are concerted efforts to make it a better place. Speaking to the media at the presidential villa after a visit to the vice president, the governor advised Nigerians, especially the media, that as perception builders, good things must be said about the country rather than the bad ones. Commending the resolve of the people of the country to live together in peace and unity, Governor Ikpeazu said issues of differences could be discussed without violence, as carrying up arms, he emphasized, would not grow the prosperity of the people.
The population of Igbos outside Igbo enclave is about 11.6 million. You don't play with the life of 11.6 million people. So we all have to be careful. The press, the leadership at the state level, leadership at the federal government level, everybody. I think we should be guided by a rule of law and grow confidence in the Nigerian citizen that under our laws that he is protected everywhere.
Nigerian politicians have been told to stop over-politicizing issues in connection with the indigenous people of Biafra. Chairman, Northern Governors Forum and Borno State Governor Kashim Shettima said such action will not be in the interest of the nation. He gave the advice at a peace meeting held in Government House, Owerri, Imo State. Sele Osanyade reports.
Governor Shettima, who led the delegation of the 5 northern governors, said entrenching peace in Nigeria should not be left in the hands of leaders alone, but a collective effort. The governors, who came as bridge builders to the south-south and southeast, believe the narrative will change for the betterment of national unity. They advised the Hausa community in Owerri to protect their state of residence following their direct benefit from the area.
From now on, I believe the narrative will change. The narrative will be for national unity, for national cohesion, and for national development.
The host governor and chairman of Progressive Congress Governors Forum, Rocha Sokorocha, says peace talk should go beyond talks and should be dramatized and demonstrated by governors irrespective of the political divide before those they governed.
Governors must let the participation. First thing that we can do with the border, which is not on time. And if we do so, this is this session.
Leaders were also advised not to work to restructure their pockets at the expense of their citizens. In Owerri, Selo Sande, NTA News.
A 12-member board of the National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission has been inaugurated. Acting Secretary to the Government of the Federation performed the ceremony in Abuja. Joy Uzo reports.
For a while now, the National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission has been without a board, thereby limiting the activities at the commission, which have been carried out by the management headed by Executive Chairman Richard Egbule. It was therefore a sigh of relief for the commission, civil and public servants when the acting secretary to the government of the Federation, Abiba Lawal, inaugurated the board. Abiba Lawal charged the board members to swing into action immediately and bring their experience to bear on the commission.
Let me reiterate once again that the change mantra of the Buhari administration must not be compromised. As you know, the administration has zero tolerance for any form of corruption, hence the interest and the general well-being of this country should be topmost priority in the discharge of your official duties.
Back at the commission, the Executive Chairman, National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission, Richard Egbule, expressed optimism that with the new board, the issue of wages administration in the country will be addressed for greater equity.
So this new board has a role, they have a responsibility to ensure that workers' feelings in terms of agitation for wage reviews are addressed in such a way that the economy is equally protected and workers are protected.
The new board, which has a 5-year renewable tenure, is coming just a month from the 25th anniversary of the commission. In Abuja, Joy Uzo, NTA News.
You can watch this news live online via the NTA mobile app, which you can download on your Android device at the Google Play Store or at the Apple Store if you use devices with iOS. APC meets on restructuring as boat mishap on River Kaduna claims 12 lives. Join us again.
From 1967 to 1970, Nigeria went through a horrifying civil war. It didn't matter who was wrong or right. Everybody suffered. Those who fought that war say it should never happen again.
So a lot of people will say, but you were leading the first one. Yes, I led the first one. I don't think a second one is necessary. We should have learned from that first one. Otherwise, the dead would have been to no avail, would all have been in vain.
The words of our elders are full of wisdom.
This is a public service announcement brought to you by NTA.
Come, sisters, I got some special discount on data.
No, my name is sister. I go give you cheaper data.
Aha, sister. Now we get your bonga data for here.
Hold on. Obago, everybody will enter. There's no need to rush.
Now, so there's more than enough data for everyone, eh? Pepper them gang.
Now, so you have every night, Pepper them Adam for the data.
Excuse me, ladies first.
It's free data time for all Glow subscribers. Get 200 MB free data with free data day. Simply use 100 MB data plus 150 naira on voice calls or 250 naira on voice calls the preceding week to qualify. The largest data network, Glow, grandmasters of data. Thursday, September 28th is free data day nationwide. With Glow Overload, get 200 MB free data and make something happen.
Hey, now who they here? My name now Mr. Shortcut. I dey mind my money. Now cheap one I dey buy. Standard, we say. Now to buy cheap one. Hey, now one kind cable for my yard. A cheap building material where we take build my office. I think say I dey save money. Office building collapse and fire burn my house.
You don't see what happened to Mr. Shortcut? Well, Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, don't ready for action and say enough of pain, loss and wastage. And if you see product where no dey correct, call the SON office when near you or SON help desk. Standards Organization of Nigeria, improving life through standards.
We want to buy Indomie noodles. 4 packs, please.
This is not my Indomie. Please, sir, it's not Indomie. Don't call it Indomie.
Sir, the taste is the difference. The difference is in the taste. That's why my brothers, my mommy, my daddy, and I all enjoy Admission so very delicious Indomie noodles. The difference is the taste.
Taste is the difference.
Yes. Difference is in the taste. Nothing tastes like my Indomie.
Indomie noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
Share Mentos, make a friend. Stick together till the end. Share Mentos, socialize. Share Mentos and be nice.
Mentos candy. Crunchy outside, chewy inside.
Have some fun. Who says no to Mentos?
Now introducing the new Mentos Extra Strong Mint.
As a lover of good food, I enjoy trying different recipes. And with the right ingredients, I always achieve my desired results. I recently discovered the new Dangote pasta, and since then, I've been hooked. With Dangote pasta, I can go all out with different pasta recipes. You see, Dangote pasta is now made with durum wheat, making it non-sticky and very nutritious. I feel like the greatest chef with Dangote pasta. My meals are always tasty and irresistible.
I like it!
Mixed up, I like it too.
See?
Enjoy the new Dangote pasta, now made with durum. Available in spaghetti and macaroni. Dangote pasta, excelente. Pasta just got better.
Do you know that the Nigerian police now operates in the best international practices of policing? Do you know that the Nigerian police has been restructured to be more accountable and responsive to all your security challenges? Now, what the police demand from you is your trust, your collaborative efforts by providing necessary information about criminals and their activities in your neighborhood. Be vigilant to achieve our creed as we promise. We shall police the country based on international core values of policing with integrity. We shall ensure that rule of law prevails in our actions and activities. We shall respect diversity, display courage, show compassion, and demonstrate professionalism. We shall operate within the principle of democratic policing. We shall shun corruption, and we shall make Nigeria safer and secured under the leadership of IGP Ibrahim Otum Idris.
Let the wind of change blowing across the country chase away crime for the benefit of our society. Yes, the Nigerian police says this change must come with peace and tranquility.
This message was brought to you by the Public Relations Department of the Nigerian Police Force.
Nigeria introduces the first sovereign sukuk. That's right, the government plans to raise 100 billion naira in sukuk for the construction and rehabilitation of roads across the country. With as little as 10,000 naira, anyone, individual, institutional, cooperative societies can invest. The sukuk is a low-risk investment secured by the federal government of Nigeria. Returns from the sukuk are tax-free and paid twice a year. Principal is paid at maturity in 7 years, and it will be listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange and FMDQ. You can invest by following these easy steps. Open a CSCS account with your stockbroker if you don't already have one. Download the Sukuk form from www.dmo.gov.ng. Transfer your investment amount into any of these accounts. You can also pick up forms from the financial advisors, Lotus Financial Services, www.lotuscapitallimited.com, FBN Merchant Bank, www.fbnmerchantbank.com. Offer open on September 14th, 2017. Please read the prospectus and contact your financial consultant before subscribing. Don't be left out.
This must be one of Mother Nature's greatest gifts. But there's something else it gives us. When we see such beauty, we want to share it with those we love. That's what LG wants you to see. Just what we see now through our technology. LG OLED TV.
The 13th edition of All Nigeria Editors Conference is coming up in Port Harcourt from Wednesday 20th to Sunday 24th September 2017 with the theme Nigerian Media, Balancing Professionalism, Advocacy and Business. This year's edition focuses on the media as a major stakeholder in nation democratic project and other national issues that affect the future and well-being of Nigeria. Nigeria Guild of Editors fostering and deepening discourse on nation issues.
Glad to have you back on NTA Network News. Igbos in Kano have commended the government for steps taken so far to douse tensions following the face-off between the army and IPOB members. Muhammadu Rabiu Ali visited one of the largest concentration areas of Igbos in Kano and now reports. We apologize for the loss of audio in that report. Leaders of the All Progressives Congress, APC, in the Southwest have advocated local government autonomy, equitable power sharing, resource control, and devolution of power for true federalism to thrive. This was the outcome of the party's zonal congress on restructuring held in Ibadan. Adebola Ogunlano reports.
Different speakers at the APC zonal public meeting, which comprises of Oyo, Ogun and Lagos, said it is high time for Nigeria to go back to federalism. They said in Nigeria today the federal government has become master and the states have become the servants. Governors of Oyo, Ogun and Lagos states, while submitting their memoranda to the chairman for zonal states, who is also the governor of Plateau State, Simon Lalong, are of the opinion that the zonal meeting calling for restructuring is important at the present stage of the country.
The call for restructuring is so defining that the ruling party and government cannot afford to close its eyes or see it as mere noise.
The position is that everybody wants to have more fiscal federalism.
Different custom, different concept of living, languages, ethnicity, the best constitution. So that will be a federal system.
Even our inception as a country is from 3 regions. Why not allow the 3 regions the way they were when we gained independence? All the opinions will now be put together and then we have a conclusion as to what is the direction.
The meeting concluded that all the memoranda should be examined critically. In Ibadan, Adebola Ogunlano, NTA News.
Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, has again emphasized that grievances cannot be settled through violence. The minister, while justifying reasons behind the recent proscription of IPOB group on NTA's Good Morning Nigeria, says Nigerians should remain patriotic in promoting the unity, peace and stability of the nation. Aisha Ubali reports.
Recent activities of IMOB in the southeast region has continued to generate concern. Chief among the reasons behind their agitations is marginalization. Speaking on Good Morning Nigeria, the minister says this administration has provided a fair playing ground, but at the same time, it will not condone any action that will threaten the security of the nation. The role of the media and opinion leaders, he notes, is critical in fostering peaceful coexistence, unity, as well as protecting security of the nation.
You see, it's amazing that it's always people are always very eager to criticize government, put government, to task. But I ask you, anywhere in the world, when you have an organization that set up its own, security service, sets up its own, paramilitary organization, attacks a constituted army, what do you call that organization?
The need to verify statements coming from any group, he says, is imperative for countries and call those spreading hate speeches to desist, as these actions can only fuel crisis and chaos. In Abuja, Aisha Ubali, NTA News.
We take that story on Igbos in Kano who have commended the government for steps taken to douse tensions following the face-off between the army and IPOB members. Muhammad Rabi Ali visited one of the largest concentration areas of Igbos in Kano and now reports.
This is a typical busy France Road Sabangari area in the metropolitan city of Kano, where traders do their normal businesses. 70% of these traders are Igbos, selling different types of goods, and they live in peace with their host community. Though, rumor going around in some media indicates that Kano is not well, but the traders say there is no cause for alarm.
We don't have any problem in Kano. Kano is a peaceful state. Kano state is a wonderful place to stay. I think I have been in this town for more than 30 years, and we never get any masara.
We open our shops, we are doing our business, our customers are coming.
Kano have been a peace-loving people. The town, the home which you can rely on, come and live and stay. People should stop saying all sorts of cooking rumors.
65-year-old Linus Okoroibe has been in Kano for more than 40 years. He has nothing to say but thankful to his host community.
We have been experiencing a peaceful atmosphere and cooperation from our host community. There has never been that kind of thing which people, at times we see some posts in the social media and the rest of it, which they are lies. And I don't think I have any other place to do it much.
District head of Fage local government area, Mahmoud Ado Bayaro, where Sabungari is located, expressed renewed commitments to protect the lives and property of non-indigens where they reside.
We will also leave Kano as strangers as well.
Recently, Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje called on youth under the auspices of Coalition of Northern Youth to shun any act capable of destroying the unity of the country.
That people should not take laws into their hands. But I'm happy to understand that the situation is under control.
For the lives of Linus and thousands of Igbos, they say residing in Kano is the worthwhile. From Kano, Muhammad Rabi Ali, NTA News.
12 persons have been confirmed dead following a boat mishap on a river along Kaduna, Niger State's boundary in Shiroro local government area of Niger State. Mukhtar Abubakar Wowo reports that all the 12 bodies, including a 2-year-old child, were recovered, while 12 other passengers have been rescued. Viewer discretion is, however, advised, as some footage here could be disturbing.
On weekly basis, some communities from Chikun local government area in Kaduna State
convey farm produce, animals and other goods on a journey of about 2 hours on River Kaduna to Zimbakwata Market in Shiroro local government area of Niger State. On the same mission, a 75 horsepower engine boat which took off from the shore of Kuduru village in Chikun local government area of Kaduna State capsized after traveling for about 30 minutes within Niger State territory on River Kaduna. Some of the victims who were rescued said the boat sank as a result of a heavy windstorm that overturned the boat.
The people were inside 24, the people were dying 12, remain 12.
He carried 8 bags of maize, 2 rolls of firewood, 5 cows and a sheep. When the wind blew, we do not know what happened. The boat just started sinking.
Some rescuers spoke on how they managed to rescue 12 persons out of the 24 passengers in the boat.
We heard that the boat was having a problem actually.
When we got there, some people started sinking as we are rescuing others.
The chairman Both Riders Association, Shiroro Local Government Area, Sali Altine, appealed to the Niger State government to provide travelers on water with safety wears and flotation equipment for boat owners. Officials of the Niger State government who visited the area condoled with the families of the victims.
Can't continue to allow people to lose their lives. Who put up the executive legislation on waterways regulatory agency? The agency is looking at possible ways of procuring as much as we can of life jackets, and if not for free, we give the boat operators as a subsidized rate.
All those that lost their lives in the boat mishap were from Kuduru, Shakunlai and Boze communities of Chikun local government area of Kaduna State. As at the time of filing this report, the boatman was yet to be found as he absconded from the scene of the accident, while his assistant is in the net of the Marine Police in Zumba, Shiroro local government area of Niger State. Mokhtar Abubakar, NTA News.
It's time now to join Ademola in our Lagos Network studio for stories making the rounds in the Center of Excellence.
Good evening and a warm welcome to Lagos. Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode says his administration will continue to give its utmost priority to the welfare of serving and retired judges to enable them give their very best in administration of justice in the state. He stated this when the outgoing Chief Judge of the state, Justice Olufumilayo Atilade, paid him a courtesy visit at the State House, Alausa. Nosa Osula reports.
The governor highlighted the important role of the judiciary to security and economic development of the state, stressing that the reforms carried out by present and previous administrations will be sustained and improved upon.
It underscores the kind of relationship that we've actually had together between the judiciary and the executive arms of government in wanting to put Lagos State on the pedestal of prosperity.
The Chief Judge, Justice Olufumilayo Atilade, commended Governor Ambode for his support as he had shown a strong interest in the growth and improvement of the state's judiciary.
Please do not feel that, like Oliver Twist, I'm asking for too much. So please increase the running costs of the judiciary, because we're really just managing to get by. A lot of things we should not do with our running costs, we have to do.
Justice Atilade is set to retire on Friday, the 22nd of September 2017, having attained the statutory retirement age of 65 years for judges in Lagos State. In Lagos, Nosa Osula, NTA News.
Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Edgar Imohime, says effective crime fighting is achievable only when there is an enduring police-community synergy capable of nipping organized crimes in the bud. Imohime stated this in Lagos while briefing members of Surulere community. The CP also said that police stations will have constant electricity to boost service delivery in the state. Dr. Oguyemi has the details.
Commissioner of Police, Imohime Edgar, the donation of the electric generating set is in fulfillment of the promise of the state government to support the force by providing the needed equipment that will enhance efficient service delivery.
What it means is that all police stations now will have electricity and power 24 hours of the day. And that means their communication sets will be on, they will be able to intercept messages and thereafter respond promptly to distress calls.
The Commissioner of Police, who also answered various questions from stakeholders under the Area C Command, pledged the utmost loyalty and objectivity of the force under his watch to the public, especially in the discharge of their constitutional responsibilities.
The people must be at the forefront of determining what their policing needs are.
It's another means of having solutions to our problems.
It's going to increase the synergy, rather, between the police and the people.
The police commissioner gave the 10 police emergency and distress lines. He encouraged members of the public to report any form of human rights abuse or any form of indiscipline by any police officer to the appropriate authority. In Lagos, Dotun Oguyemi, NTA News.
You're still watching NTA Network News. More reports ahead after this timeout. Stay with us.
Come, sisters, I got some special discount on data.
No, my name is sister. I will give you cheaper data. Aha, sister. Now we get your bonga data for here. Plenty data.
Hold on. Obago, everybody will enter. There's no need to rush.
Now, so there's more than enough data for everyone, eh? Pepper them gang.
Now, so you have every night, Yoruba pepper them the other for the data.
Excuse me, ladies first.
It's free data time for all Glow subscribers. Get 200 MB free data with free data day. Simply use 100 MB data plus 150 naira on voice calls or 250 naira on voice calls the preceding week to qualify. The largest data network, Glow, grandmasters of data. Thursday, September 28th is free data day nationwide. With Glow Overload, get 200 MB free data and make something happen.
First of all, congratulate the Debt Management Office for having this creativity and bringing this book. Well, I want to really support this federal government scoop bond of 100 billion naira. I think it's the right move, it's the right way. It is a very high yielding bond at about 16.47%. Paid twice yearly, so I think people will really benefit. It's good. It's like savings, tax-free. It will fund the infrastructure that is lacking, which all of us will need. It will give us safer roads, and I think I encourage each and every Nigerian, including myself, to participate. So we think it's the best way of government funding infrastructure. We are doing other things with government, but this one too is critical to the growth of our economy. There is no economy that will grow without the right infrastructure. So we support it, and I encourage each and every Nigerian to participate.
Where innovation begins. The Brain, LG Inverter Technology. Better performance. More energy savings. Now in the entire lineup at LG.
The family of Okon has been taken hostage by an evil-looking creature.
See, just show for night. Yeah, big.
Come in. My sister, I was there what was happening in the news. We must suddenly brought back your family. You think you can freeze them? No way! When Amatem fought appear, malaria run for cover. Amatem fought against some gel capsules, tablets for adults, and suspension for Pekin. Amatem does not eat somebody and are very easy to use. Aywa, remember how Amatem fought against crash pin to confirm the original and against some gel capsules. Amatem, say no to malaria, yes to life.
The Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board announces the Nigeria Oil and Gas Industry Research and Development Fair and Conference 2017. Theme: Enhancing Value Creation, Technology Development and Economic Growth through Research and Development. Date: 25th to 27th September 2017. Venue: Echo Hotel, Victoria Island, Lagos. Guest of Honor: His Excellency, the Senate President, Senator Bukola Saraki. Keynote Speaker: Dr. Ibe Kachuku. Host: Simbike Wabote, Executive Secretary, Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board. For registration and information, visit or call.
From generation to generation, Peak has always been there, giving you good nutrition and satisfaction. He's awesome to call, dude.
And to inform for Nigerians,
Thanks, Peak. I know you'll always be there for me.
Bayes University Abuja offers world-class education, uninterrupted academic session, and promising degrees. Bayes University Abuja is affordable and delivers quality with experienced international staff, superb facilities, overseas external examiners, and a serene academic atmosphere. We offer quality and affordable education, and students are within easy reach of their parents here at Bayes University Abuja. So learn to live at Bayes University for a brighter future. For more information, visit our website at www.bayesuniversity.edu.ng or call 081 3376 9657 or 081 3376 9658. Bayes University Abuja. Learn to live.
Glad you're still with us on NTA Network News. Open foreign exchange teller points or forfeit participation in future forex sales. Central Bank of Nigeria tells commercial banks. Details with Vivian Idekpefo on Business News.
It's good to have you join us on the business news at this time. The Central Bank of Nigeria has given all banks up to October 13th to open teller points at different locations for the purpose of retail of foreign exchange or face sanctions. This is in a bid to ensure easy access to foreign currencies by end users. Meanwhile, the Apex Bank has injected additional $545 million into the interbank foreign exchange market. It is the largest weekly intervention by the bank in recent times. And to the capital market, where equities on the Nigerian Stock Exchange closed on a negative note Tuesday, shedding 0.08%. Next is a summary of trading figures. And to South Africa, where the World Bank has announced a cut in its 2017 growth forecast for the South African nation by half, from 1.1% to 0.6%. The international body said in a report released Tuesday that South Africa could grow up to 1.1% in 2018. And that concludes business news at this time. We thank you for your time. We are back to the rest of the bulletin.
Thank you, Vivian. The Nigerian Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) will accelerate local capacity development in all its operations within the nation's oil and gas industry. NNPC Group Managing Director Mekanti Baru disclosed this while speaking at the Ejina Manifold Sailaway celebration in Port Harcourt. As a partner in the Ejina project, the NNPC in 2013, alongside 4 other companies, contracted the construction of the subsea production systems module for the project to FMC Technologies, which later subcontracted the fabrication and load-out of the 6 manifolds to a fully indigenous local fabrication company, Avion Offshore Limited, a development the GMD said justified NNPC's commitment to promoting local capacity in the nation's oil and gas industry.
In all our projects, the Act has given rise to opportunities within the industries. These include emergence of new local vendors and suppliers, training and mentoring of appreciable number of young engineers, improvement of arsenal skills, and other new skills.
The GMD observed that the Nigerian Content Act has given rise to a number of opportunities within the industry, which include the emergence of new local vendors and suppliers, amongst other advantages. Farmers benefit from skills aimed at boosting rice production. Details with Miriam in our Jos Network studio. Over to you now, Miriam.
Good evening. You're welcome to Jos.
Over 350 apex farmers have been trained with requisite skills to boost agricultural production in Nigeria. This is in line with the federal government's initiative of transforming agriculture to grow Nigeria's economy. Priscilla Grumman has the report.
Set of participants specialize in growing rice and cassava in their various states. They are drawn from Anambra, Ebonyi, Benue, Taraba, Niger and Ogun states to cross-fertilize ideas and share experience on effective ways of agricultural sustenance in the country. The 7-day intensive training also afforded these 378 participants the opportunity to be groomed in citizenship and leadership skills, innovation and excellence to serve as agents of positive change in their communities.
It's a program that has a lifespan of 6 years. We are 3 years down. We want these farmers, based on the capacity buildings, the various trainings we have given them, to be able to drive their own development process.
Director General of the Citizenship and Leadership Training Center, Mr. Jonah Bawa, noted that the training is unique, bearing in mind the commitment of President Muhammadu Buhari to provide meaningful employment to Nigerians through agriculture.
We taught them how to be leaders and practicalize it. You know, we taught them the virtue of teamwork, which as a group they have to work as a team, virtue of integrity. We taught them virtue of selfless service.
Best participating groups were rewarded and certificates presented. In Jos, Priscilla Grumnan, NTA News.
Another break beckons now. News from the sporting world and weather when we return.
Regional agitation and national security is our focus on NTA Tuesday Live this week. Tuesday Live promises to be incisive, informative and educating. Don't miss it.
The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, is working to ensure access to safe, good quality essential medicines with the World Health Organization pre-qualification of made in Nigeria pharmaceutical products, stiffer penalties for fake drug offenders with a review of NAFDAC laws, national, regional, and international collaborations, cutting-edge technologies, including the mobile authentication service.
The production and distribution of counterfeit medicine and adulterated food products have negative impact on our health and economy as a whole. I urge all Nigerians to support NAFDAC in safeguarding our health. God bless Nigeria.
Let us support NAFDAC to win the war against fake drugs and other unwholesome regulated products. NAFDAC, safeguarding the health of the nation.
With thanksgiving to God for a fulfilled life, we announce the passing to glory of our cherished and unforgettable husband, father, brother, uncle, and grandfather, Ichie Vincent Naibu Moneke, aged 91. Funeral rites begin on the 20th of September 2017 with a wake keep at Ichie Vincent Moneke's residence, Iseke, Iyala local government area of Anambra State. Funeral mass holds at 10 a.m. on Thursday, 21st September at the same venue. Interment and reception followed immediately. An accomplished civil servant and public administrator, Ichie Vincent Moneke is survived by his wife, sons, daughters, sisters, nieces, nephews, grandchildren, in-laws, and a host of relatives. Signed, Vincent Nemeka Moneke, for the family.
Ayodeji Makinde now brings us sports update.
Super Eagles coach Salisu Yusuf says